Hey, it's Donna Morgan, and today I'm here in Boynton Canyon in beautiful Sedona, Arizona. It is the day that the moon will become a super pink moon in Libra in just a few hours. And I thought that I'd take a little bit of time today and talk with you about the opportunities in this moon. I wrote about it in an Instagram post yesterday, but basically, if this moon could talk, she would be saying, "Hey, stop dimming your light. It's time to shine your light bright." And I know that might sound really odd and counterintuitive right now because we're all on a stay-at-home retreat mode. So how are we going to shine our light bright? Well, I have a few ideas, and I would love for you to tell me your ideas as well in the comments. One way is by taking care of yourself. When we take really good care of ourselves, our light, our energy vibrates at a much more positive, much more healthy frequency. And so, focusing even more on your daily meditation, being more committed to that, being more committed to eating really healthy, being more committed to drinking even more water with lemon in it, or making sure that you do that celery juice every day if you're into that. I am. And I kind of got off of it for a few months, and now I'm back on it regularly. I really do love it. It makes me feel all amazing inside. So I don't know exactly the science behind it, but I know what I've read, and it just makes me feel good. So that's all that matters. Be more up on taking your supplements every day. Say the Ho'oponopono magic mantra. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, for anything going on inside of you that doesn't feel good. It could be a thought, it could be a situation with another person, it could just be a situation, it could be thinking about what's going on in our world right now with the coronavirus and having to stay at home and maybe not work, or shifting to working at home and having our kids home at the same time and all that that means. So saying the magic mantra, either I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, or I like to shorten it up with aloha mahalo. As I've said before, aloha means to find love. Mahalo is the feeling of being grateful. It's thank you. And those two words just kind of sum it up. So a lot of times I will just say aloha mahalo over and over and over again in my mind. So let's see, being more committed to exercise, walking every day, being out in nature if you can, if you're in a place where you can do that, utilizing the technology that we have. And many yoga studios are doing Facebook Lives, so are bar studios, so are Pilates studios, and then of course there's YouTube, which has and continues to have all kinds of free workout videos that you can do. So there's that. You can do a different one every day. Yoga one day, Pilates the next. You could lift weights if you have weights at home. So being more committed to taking care of ourselves actually helps us to shine our light even more. And also, when we take care of ourselves in this way, we're more connected with ourselves. We might have more aha moments about ways that we could shine our light. Maybe we're about to create an entirely new business or write a book, something that maybe we've been wanting to do for a long time, but just have been stuck in a rut of just staying in normal routine. And we all know that change isn't easy, and sometimes it takes a big kick in the rear to change. I would say that what's happening right now with us being in retreat mode is kind of forcing change, and that can be an opportunity. So anyway, first thing is we could take better care of ourselves. Another way we can shine more with this full moon is to give more. And that doesn't have to mean money, or it doesn't even have to mean a lot of money. It could mean money if that works for you. It could be a small donation somewhere all the way to a huge one. It could be helping out our kids with money because maybe they lost a job. It could be calling a friend and just seeing how they're doing. It could be calling family and seeing how they're doing, setting up a Zoom call for an entire family to be on, like a little family reunion. Giving, finding ways to help people feel better. And if you are taking care of yourself, step one that I just spoke about, then usually when we take care of ourselves, it is way, way easier for us to help others, to give more. And so I'm really encouraging that step one again. But anyway, giving, that's definitely a way to shine your light. And then possibly even volunteer if you feel like you want to go down that road. You could, if you feel good about being out in the world, you could be volunteering somewhere, safely of course, and shine your light in that way. You could shine your light by writing more inspiring messages on your Instagram, whether it's a personal Instagram or a business Instagram. More positive messages out there, because certainly we're getting inundated with negative messages that just don't help sometimes. And maybe you have always wanted to do a video like this on YouTube. Maybe you have a message to get out there and you just kind of keep putting it to the back burner because, again, change is not that easy. And so maybe now is a good time to do it. Gosh, you can do as many takes as you want, make it as perfect as you want, and get it out there. Because certainly we all have more time right now, and I think if we're using it in a way that's productive, which is also what this full super pink moon in Libra is about being productive, then we're just gonna feel better if we're being productive. Last video I talked about having purpose. It's very similar to being productive. Don't just wake up every day and sit in front of the news and let your day just drone on, or just watch Netflix all day long. Make sure, it's fine to do that, of course, but make sure that you're doing some things that actually feed you in a way unlike the television and the media do. So whereas Netflix can be a great distraction, maybe do some more meditations, look up healthy recipes that you could be making, because now we're mostly staying at home. But have a routine. I would be more than ever putting things in writing in like a day timer or on your phone, what your routine is every day, what you're going to accomplish, along with having some downtime, watching Netflix, or if you want. But productivity is definitely one of the messages, and it doesn't mean that you have to create something unbelievable. but it's just going to serve us right now so much if we can feel like we're checking things off our list and we're actually being productive and bettering ourselves in some way and shining our light and helping others during this time period. So the other thing about a full moon in general is that it's about detoxifying. It's about kind of clearing our energy of all that isn't working. And so to do maybe some kind of a full moon ritual tonight, the moon is full somewhere around 7:30 Pacific. You can look it up, but somewhere around there. So you could, if you have crystals, put them outside, spray them with salt water, let them get all the moon vibes they can before you bring them back in your house. And you could do some kind of a letting go ritual, since the full moon is so good for that. And the full moon in Libra is about getting back into balance and harmony and beauty. And so what is bringing you out of balance and not making you feel all that harmony? Those are the things that you want to detoxify during this moon. And of course, Ho'oponopono, as you know, is something that I wrote about. I wrote a book about it. I talk about it a lot. I love it. It's a huge part of my life. I teach it to all of my clients, and all of my clients get a book. You know, I'm totally all about Ho'oponopono, and at full moons, because it is about letting go and detoxifying, it's a wonderful time to use the mantra on whatever it is that you come up with that you would like to let go of. So maybe one of the things that you want to let go of right now is that you feel really worried that you're going to get sick with this coronavirus, or that somebody that you love is going to get sick. You could say the mantra on that. And I'm going to break it down for you. I'm sorry that I have so much fear in me right now because of the coronavirus. Please forgive me. I don't want to feel this way. I don't mean to be feeling this way. Thank you, thank you, thank you for erasing it. And I love you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Or aloha, mahalo, over and over and over again until you feel at peace. And do that as many times as you need to, as anytime thoughts come in your mind. But really anything that doesn't feel good or in harmony with who you are or want to be, this moon is mojo for letting that shizzle go. So utilize Ho'oponopono or do a burning ritual. You could write down all the things that you want to let go of that aren't serving you, that don't feel in harmony. You can burn them, say them out loud, burn them in an outdoor fire pit or inside in a pot if you don't have anywhere to go outside. There's many, many options. But anyway, those are just a few ideas. And yeah, so do shine your light with this full moon happening in Libra. Oh, and by the way, the moon's not going to look pink. The reason why it's called the pink moon is because number one, it's the brightest moon of the entire year, and it's going to look like it's huge. It's going to look absolutely gigantic tonight, if you can see it. And the other reason why it's called the pink moon is because this is the time of year, in some places on the planet, definitely here, where there are lots of flowering trees with crabapple blossoms, which are pink, cherry blossoms, which are pink. Roses are budding and blossoming in some places. So that is the reason why it is called the pink moon. And I just love that because that just reminds me that we're in springtime, which is loaded with magic and new beginnings, no matter what's going on in the world. Definitely a new beginning is happening with all of this transformation. And if we can just stay centered, stay in balance, do what we can to stay healthy, body, mind, and spirit, and shine our light, it's gonna help us all get through it even more. And the last thing that I want to say is that this moon is also about us uniting. And again, that probably sounds counterintuitive right now, if not just completely not logical, because we are not allowed to be out. We have social distancing. We're not really allowed to, quote, unite the way we're used to, which is in person, in groups. But we luckily are living in a time where technology can pull us through, and we can unite by posting things, by creating Facebook groups and talking about whatever it is that we want to talk about, and supporting people and doing those Zoom calls that I was talking about, and simply calling on the phone, texting. We have a way to still unite. And I'm encouraging you right now to do that. The moon has a strong energy towards uniting, coming together, remembering we're all in this together, we're all on the same boat, and we can help each other and give more and help get through this. All right, well, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day and full moon, and I'll talk to you soon.